In today's video, we're going to go over reading and understanding inspection reports when you're buying or selling a home. Let's do it. In this video, we're going to go over how to read, understand, and know what's important in an inspection report when you're considering buying or you're selling your home and putting it on the market. What's up, everybody? My name is Cooper Eisenmann, and I am a full-time real estate agent in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley with eXp Realty. The San Ramon Valley and Tri-Valley areas covers Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you and ask you to please hit that like button, as it helps my video to reach more people who are interested in learning about this area and either planning a move here or think they may be moving here in the future and want to learn a little bit more about it. And I've been getting a ton of text calls and emails from people just like you who are interested and need some questions answered regarding the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas. And I absolutely love it. So reach out to me anytime if you need any questions answered by phone, text, or email. I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes. So it's super fast and super convenient. So when it comes to buying or selling a home and you receive inspection reports either to prep your home for sale to give to a buyer, or you're a buyer yourself and you're reviewing reports because you're considering to purchase the home, there's really three main reports that we have as a standard practice. That's a pest inspection, a home inspection, and a roof inspection. And those three will really set the tone for the overall condition of the property. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, you're not limited to only a pest, home, and roof inspection. Those are just the three main categories we go over as agents to give a general idea of the condition of the property. If any of those three inspectors note something that they want further investigated because they don't specialize in it, then you can always hire a specialist to come and inspect whatever it is that inspector found in the report. For example, if a home inspector found a crack in a foundation and they don't specialize in inspecting foundations, they would call for further investigation with a foundation specialist. Now, if you're looking to buy a home in my market, which is the entire Bay Area, it is standard practice for the listing agent to pull all three of these basic inspections for a home prior to it going on the market. That way, any buyers who are interested in purchasing the home already have all of the inspections out in front of them and know what they're getting into prior. I know that's not a standard practice throughout the entire country, but 90% of the homes that go on the market in the Bay Area provide up front a pest, home, and roof inspection. Number one, the pest inspection. The pest inspection covers all areas of the home that can be or are affected by water intrusion, termites, bugs, rodents, fungus, or dry rot. So that covers the entire exterior of the building. Sometimes you'll see the inspector going around and poking the rafters with a stick to see if there's any dry rot or fungus which deteriorates the wood. Or you can see them going under the house and looking near all the toilet and tub drains to make sure there's no present or past leaks, which would be cause for fungus damage in the wood members, which would need replacement. Now, in some cases, but this isn't always the case, the pest inspector may call for some sort of chemical spray or even tenting of the home to remedy the problem if there are termites or other type of fungus present. Number two, the home inspection. Now, this covers the widest range of the property, basically everything with the exception of the top of the roof, to make sure it is structurally sound and everything in the house and all of the components that put it together are working properly. This includes all of the appliances, the air conditioner, the furnace, the dishwasher, the oven, the stovetop, all of the outlets throughout the house, the washer and dryer, the electrical sub panel, the wood framing members in the attic to make sure those are done properly. And even in some cases, they will call out fungus or dry rot, but they will tell you in the report, consult with a pest inspector since it is their specialty that they're inspecting for. So they basically cover everything and will call things out with the exception of the top of the roof, which we'll get into next. Now, number 3, the roof inspection. Now this is super simple, but the roof inspection literally only covers the roof that is exposed to the outside. So it does not have anything to do with in the attic or the wood framing members itself. It literally just has to do with the shingles or tile roofing or whatever you may have on the house that you're interested in buying. Now, things on this inspection that could come up may be some nails that are holding the shingles down have wiggled their way up, which could allow water to get in, or the flashing, which is a water membrane that prevents water from entering in the corners next to the chimney, might be failing, so they will call that out to have that corrected. But as a general rule of thumb, and what I have seen from all of the roof inspections I have noticed, now if the roof isn't very old, there almost always is something that is called out, but it is generally just a few $100s and not a big deal. Now, a little bit of background. Before I got into real estate, I was actually in the building trades, so remodeling homes and actually building new homes. And I can say from experience, what I think is important on an inspection report can be a lot different from what the average consumer may find important on an inspection report. And I kind of want to go over with you what I would suggest to a client just based on what I would do personally if it was my home I was buying. And another thing to note, do not be afraid to ask a ton of questions regarding what has come up on an inspection report with your agent, who should be able to answer these things thoroughly for you so that you understand fully what you're getting into, because obviously a home purchase in the Bay Area is not an inexpensive cost. So if you have any questions or you're confused about what an inspection report says or has on it, reach out to me anytime. I'm available. Now, real quick, in my personal opinion and what I did personally when I bought my home was look at the structural components of the property, and if those were intact, then I was good to go. I'm not really worried about the outlets not working, even if the sub panel is underrated and needs to be upgraded. I'm not worried about a leak in the bathroom or the shower or anything like that. I am purely interested on if the foundation is sound, the girders underneath holding the property up are sound, the structural members in the attic are built properly and intact, and basically anything else besides those things I'm okay with. Now, for example, when we bought our house, the home inspector had noted a small crack in the foundation when he was crawling under the house, and I wanted that further investigated. So when we went into contract on the house and got our offer accepted, I hired a foundation specialist to crawl the house and tell me his thoughts on the small crack to make sure it wasn't a big deal. He also came inside of the home, measured the corners of the house, and made sure that it wasn't sagging drastically, which would indicate it is sinking to one side or the other. Once I heard that information, I was sold. Anything else that came up on the report, I agreed to it and took it as is. Now, that's just me, and I am pretty handy and can build almost anything myself, so these projects around the house don't worry me. Not to mention, I actually like doing the work myself, as it does bring me joy. But a lot of these costs are pretty small. The bigger costs that aren't as big as tens of thousands of dollars, like a foundation repair or fixing the roof structure, would be an AC replacement for, I don't know, between 6,000 and 10,000, or a new furnace, or re-roofing the top of the house, which can cost 20 grand. Things like that are the next level up in cost, but the foundation and the structural components of the house, in my opinion, need to be intact, because those can cost you a massive, massive bill down the road. At the end of the day, I am here to give my opinion and my experience based on what I've seen building homes and reviewing inspection reports myself. So if you have any questions or are worried about anything and you need some insight, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm gonna put my contact information down here at the bottom. phone, text, or email. I get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes, so it's super fast and super convenient. And once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.